Dyron.
My
Angela
lord.
mid.
Yeah,
X-Borg and Dyroth.
that's a tank killer right there if I've ever seen one. Holy moly, they took their notes after game 1. They know that DEWA wants to play front to front and they will
So damage
take
again.
the front to front. No magic damage this
That's
time.
what I was about to say, but there's no magic damage.
Yeah, but with the shred that they have, it's still going to be very tough for DEWA. I think at this point, DEWA just go for a healer, right? They go for something like a Rafaela. Drea knows how to play it. If they go Rafaela, I'm thinking just healer at this point. Just try to out-sustain this damage. They will be able to outscale. Oh, they go for Kaja instead, so they go for more bursts, actually. They go for the single target.
They're trying to lock the fighters down, especially with the Divine Judgment. Yeah, you can't go Purify, right?
But
On a fighter.
like early mid-game, BIGETRON alpha composition is strong. But once we enter to the late game without any magic damage, isn't that going to hurt their own gameplay?
It is, but if they still target one person properly, it will be a shred down. The Dyroth will shred that physical defense, and through the X-Borg shred as well, with the burn, the War Axe especially, and then the Claude's attack speed build, they will be able to shred these tanks. And the thing is for DEWA, they only have one real tank. With the Kaja, I guess, too.
And DEWA United have one real goal as well, to prolong this series, to force a game number 3. Let's see if they're able to win this next game and force BIGETRON onto their knees, or can BIGETRON go for a 2-0 against the Son of Gods. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome you into the land of Dawn for game number 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's see what will they bring to the table now. BIGETRON, 3 fighters, essentially. They're going for a lot of gap closer.
Yeah, and for Super Ken, this basically kind of already gives us an idea of what build he wants to go for. On this Dyroth, he is purely utility Dyroth. He just wants to shred the physical defense of the enemy team. Doesn't want to go damage at all, I think. Concussive Blast here for him. No lethal ignition, no cheesy burst. Also with the tough boots early, going for the lethal. Looking at the others, also the start reminds you probably of Keyboy. The Arlet and the Angela, no roam boots early, so they're going to try to share gold, both trying to get level 4 before the turtle to get that power spike.
For Ronic, it worked wonders.
Yeah.
Let's see if for BIGETRON it will be able to work. But looking at Super Ken with the Dyroth in the jungle, it reminds me of Sutsujin.
Yeah.
I hope he's doing okay. But you're right, he's trying to mediate the damage for his team in order for them to be able to follow up. So far, we can see Moreno is being given this mid-side turret, mid-side minion wave, and it should pay in respect to that level 4 that you mentioned earlier on.
They're on track to get level 4 before the turtle spawns in. Sorizo as well up top. Moreno's rotating to give the Arlet the mid pressure, and they're already cutting. Gary.
Flanking, finds Moreno though. Oh, the damage will be enough to take him down. First blood falls to the hands of Gary, and seems like they want more. Good flicker by Sorizo, but with a lot of resources spent, it seems like it will be a free turtle for DEWA United.
Now, this is what I really wanted to see as well, right? From game number 1, we saw that Gary was a lot more, I wouldn't know what, but more efficient. I don't know if it's because of the fact that he was able to be inhibited, but wait a minute.
Oh, flicker Divine Judgment, and that will be the alley-oop for Keys. Long range from downtown finds the kill.
Beautiful pull, beautiful Divine Judgment, beautiful pick as well from DEWA United. Onto Key only of all people, but it's still a step in the right direction. But looking back at both of these junglers, Gary already at level 6, Super Ken level 5. Why is it a difference? Because in game number 1, we saw that there was some action coming through, right? From Drian. But this time, is Super Ken being harassed in the jungle?
Now it's just the turtle advantage earlier. Super Ken tried to clear out the wave together with the team, tried to find a catch, but Gary was constantly farming, finding more of these creeps in the jungle, and getting the turtle. And another lethal win.
Wow. And they look something the bottom side of the map. Oh, good PMI and a blazing duet here. Watts is receiving a lot of damage. Seems like they're okay for now. 1,500 gold lead for DEWA still.
Yeah, not yet going to be able to capitalize over that rotation towards this bottom side. It looks like Drian, does he have his ultimate? Divine Judgment is there. Does he want to go for it with Gary already marching down?
Good kill, Unity. And it seems like, oh, the suppression, the Divine Judgment will take Heat down for the second time in this game. And with that, momentum broken.
This is really the threat of the Kaja carry combo. Any single target will be bursted down, as even in the early game, Watt will be able to place down, basic attacks. That's the simplest way to deal damage, especially with the passive. Even the tanky members, like Key per se, will be shredded down. They're putting so much pressure this time to play strong side for Watt, and that's the entire turret gold.
Look at Super Ken receiving a lot of damage as well. Dixon from the flanks here with the CC. This might be it. Key, third time taken down, question mark, yes. And now let's see, there will be a trade though for both of the roamers. But with that, it seems like DEWA United will claim control in that turtle pit.
Yep, they're setting up ahead of BIGETRON right now. And that's going to be a Lord, Turtle, given for DEWA United in the 5th minute of the game. They're taking control. This is not what I expected looking at the drafts that they brought in. I thought BIGETRON Alpha would have more of a dominance, especially we're still at minute 5.
Definitely. For DEWA, they're doing a very good job at controlling the early to mid, and Super Ken, so far this Dairoth hasn't been able to find the success that you would expect from this Dairoth. And it all has to do with the domino effect that happened, all because of that very ambitious cut that they were trying to attempt, and Gary finding Moreno in the bush. Because of that, their early game plans have to suffer quite a bit, and now they're in a bit of a pickle.
Another Divine Judgment on towards Key. Punished this time, not yet. Good flicker from Key. Final slash as well spent there. But now Gary, Shield Unity on towards Super Ken. Calmly will slide out of that situation.
Looks like they're going for more here. I mean, already a lot of poke coming in from Keys, but Super Ken is here. Looks like they're going for a counter engage.
Oh, the re-engage. Rion now. Burst it down. And it seems like Gary in the front side will not be able to escape. Final slash. Isolated, but Dixon looking for an angle here as Gary survives the last insanity, as well as Dixon. What though? Feeding, never mind. Flickering out of that situation. No casualties just yet, but BIGETRON, what a response.
It just shows you that the power spike is still for BTR in the early to mid. Despite the 2,000 goal lead that DEWA had, they weren't able to outfight BTR, outskirmish BTR. Drian still has the advantage when it comes to pickoffs. That's where the Divine Judgment really plays a part in this early game matchup. And so far, before that skirmish, Drian has been able to utilize it very well. Even telling probably Watt to just go for damage because he doesn't really need to rely on the mobility to gap close, knowing that there's a Kaja in the lineup. He's going straight for damage. Now, there's an attempted 1v1, but it's a 1v2 with the hard guard.
Well, let's see here, the 2v1. Watts will not survive that one. Drian a little bit late. But that's the first win for BTR against Watt. Now, Drian might be punished. What? The damage! And Mon is giving. That was a whole lot of damage. A Super Ken finally secures a turtle in the bottom side of the map. Wins over wins, and perhaps they want more as BIGETRON now clears the mid wave. Should they siege the mid? No. DEWA United will have enough firepower to defend that one.
That was essentially a 3-for-0 trade in favor of BIGETRON. A neutral objective, a turtle, plus 2 kills. And the way those 2 kills were taken as well was, again, a little bit off for me. DEWA United, again, they didn't have to commit onto that. Drian could have just taken a step back.
Yep.
But instead, they go for that re-engage that, again, was a big question mark.
A bit of a miscalculation from DEWA with Watt trying to just all in there in hopes that Drian will make it in time. But unfortunately for him, that did not happen. This game, BTR's Eman has actually gotten so much more farm compared to last game. And he is actually already on the Corrosion side. He's actually just building towards the Golden Staff very early, so he should be able to get the Golden Staff before the 10th minute. So that 3-item power spike for him will be very, very easily achieved by him with the team also now in the lead. But mainly, this is actually surprising. Carry is still in the lead against Eman. So Watt's been farming better than Eman despite the 2 kills Eman has gotten, and even the side lane pressure that he has with the global presence of the hard guard. Watt also just secured a turret up top.
On the mid side though, it's quite messy. Gary now stuck. Good! Final slash there as Moreno secures the kill. Lands inside in and pops. Rion will be the next casualty. Oh, Eman! Blazing duet from Eman with the help of Hardguard. Will not find its mark just yet though. But BIGETRON finds 2 DEWA members.
And it was so unfortunate that the NOD was built right before that team fight even begun by Moreno. And then you could see Gary just instantly shred down there. And now with the space, they're going to be able to get this in. That's mid-side turrets. They're going to go for the next neutral objective in the Lord. And at this point, DEWA United, they're going to find some way to try and contest this, but I'm not sure if they can.
No, they're going to concede it instantly. They know that they cannot take this Lord, cannot contest this Lord. And with Eman already snowballing so well, the team as a whole, BTR now snowballing, DEWA's early plans to stop the snowball has gone completely south. And it's going to be tough for DEWA really to again, get that lead back. They did not use their lead wise enough. A few of those miscalculations, like you mentioned, Eterna, and those missed decisions led to BTR basically ignoring the first part of the game, the first few mistakes that they made.
Technically, they do still have an array of options that they can go for now, right? Because as they're defending, they're going to have the high ground with the Novaria, which was one of the weaknesses that BIGETRON committed to when they went in for this type of composition. There's no high ground mage like DEWA United has with the Novaria.
Thing is, with BTR's comp, I don't think the turrets matter. I really don't think so. Case will be able to clear it, but if BTR just go in and force K's back, they have so much CC from the Arlet, so much catch potential, and so much dive potential with the Faraga armor, and the immortalities already on both. They want to dive. They don't want to care about the turrets.
See, the Lord, this is the first Lord. Seems like it will not threaten the base turret bottom side just yet. DEWA United calmly secures every wave. As yeah, BIGETRON on the flip side will not force anything just yet.
This is what I kind of expected, right? Like, I think their siege would be a little bit more tricky as compared to them going in for a team fight outside of the base of DEWA United.
Definitely more tricky, but they want to try to slow push these waves so that they can find an angle to dive. Obviously, with the Lord already dealt with earlier, with the base turret passive still intact, now already used up, they don't want to fully commit into that dive, but these immortalities certainly already give you the idea that once they get the opportunity, they do actually want to displace DEWA. It's also because of the lack of purifiers in the kit of DEWA that makes them so susceptible to these catches from Key that gives BTR the confidence that they can actually, dive in deep. But right now, BTR are just taking their time, very, very slowly pushing out the mid lane, not caring about the side lanes, just trying to freeze it as much as possible to deny as much gold from DEWA. And if we took a look at the items earlier as well, it's already a power spike for both the gold laners. So the carry, you should actually, it's all now relying on Drian, honestly. It really is relying on Drian. If Drian can find the Divine Judgment, carry will deal damage. Carry will 100% pick off one person off.
He surprised us once. Do you think he could surprise us again?
The problem is it's so hard to pick a target if you're Drian now. They have an exploit with Faraga armor. That's definitely not someone you want to go for. He as well already has the immortality. And Eman, don't think he is going to be in a position where he gets caught. Super Ken could be an answer, but if they dive towards Super Ken, Eman is going to be free. They'll just dash in or blink in, and then Battle Mirror, and then Blazing Duet. So it's just a forced error all around. Ooh, never mind. I thought Case could do it.
Yeah, it seems like DEWA United, they have to be okay with trading Lord and turret.
Completely conceded that.
Yeah.
I think they looked like they were looking for some information to perhaps make a cheeky play with either the Novaria or, of course, the drive run. What is it called? Drive-by?
Drive-by?
Drive-run? What's that?
It's driving and running.
I mean, essentially, that's what Gary can.
Well,
I guess he's rolling.
Well, Lord now
Conceal
charges in the mid. Top lane taken care of by DEWA. The bottom side now quite vulnerable. DEWA United now will lose another turret in the bottom side. Final slash whips it. DEWA United now perhaps will hold on. But again, BIGETRON now not committing on towards a fight just yet.
Yeah. No final slash. He used it. He whiffed it, like you said, Gani. So I don't think they are going to be too confident in taking a fight inside of the base. So they're going to wait for that to come back up. It's already back up. And they're looking to siege again. This base turret up top. Hard guard ready.
Spell check all up as well. Oh, final slash all towards Durian. This time seems like the collapse is on towards BIGETRON. DEWA United will have an angle as Watts is just free hitting. Let's see now. DEWA United moving slowly but surely onwards. But with the fire that Chorizo has, it somehow hinders DEWA's advanced movement.
Oh, no opening just yet, but they are going to be able to make that base cry and bleed, completely exposed in for BIGETRON. It looks like Gary will have a chance to get his buff finally, though. So that's something.
It's not even gonna be his buff. He's gonna give it to Watt. He has to be selfless in his position.
It's
He knows that in the later stage, it is Watt that they need to give the mantle to carry this game. But I do want to tell you guys a bit of a little bit of something
Secret?
that I noticed.
Tell us.
Is it a secret?
I guess with this is just a combo in general, right? But we haven't seen it in a while, so it's surprising again. The Dairoth and Claude combo, or Dairoth and any Marshman combo. So what it allows Claude to do is get to his item power spikes quicker. He doesn't really need to care about the Melfic Roar at all. He went for Windtalker because he knows he will be able to shred down the members, whoever gets targeted by Super Ken anyways. So it's acting like already a Melfic Roar built into Dairoth's kit. So only now is he on the way to the Melfic Roar.
He got it, by the way.
He got it, so he just only now got it. And it will be even worse for DEWA. Earlier, Gary wasn't able to withstand the damage just with Super Ken's physical defense shred. Now with the Melfic Roar in hand, yeah, it's not going to be a fun time for Gary as a frontliner.
There you go. That fun fact. With the armor shred, physical penetration extra within Super Ken's kit. Yeah, it is evident that DEWA United has been suffering in finding good trades, but I think this is do or die now for DEWA United.
I mean, we had a few teams that had to end their win streak in their regular season run. Earlier on, it had to be Alter Ego, and now it's looking like it could be DEWA United here.
For DEWA, they want to just take their chances at this point at defending. They know that there is little to no chance of contesting that Lord. And I'll have to say I need to draw comparisons to Game 1, where BTR were basically in the same position as DEWA, but they were constantly fighting, looking for an angle back at the game. For DEWA, they're really just prioritizing, or actually not prioritizing, but they're really just focusing on the wave clear. Different compositions though, mind you. For DEWA, they do have better high ground clear compared to BTR in Game 1. So they will take their chances with the clear, with the potential mistake that BTR can make by overextending. Because Drian here still has the Divine Judgment. If he finds Eman once, that's BTR's sole damage dealer gone.
Let's see. Essentially, final push. Rion, though, now being targeted. Flicker and Conceal spent. Let's see, Lord is still up. What now? Targeting that Lord. But Rion now will be shredded down. Blazing Duets. My goodness. Grabbing up space as Watt will be the first one to fall. That's not a good sign as the Red Robots, they will complete the clean sweep against the gods.
And it's official. DEWA United have lost their regular season win streak to the Red Robots.